Okay friends, here is what I'm teaching this week in my 7th and 8th grade language arts classes. I usually plan on Friday and Thursday night, but I had a really busy week, so I am doing the dreaded planning on Sunday. But because I've been doing my plans digitally for so many years, my plans are always like pretty much done, and I just get to hone them, make them better, add some new resources, some more fun resources, all that kind of stuff. So this week in 7th grade language arts, we are reviewing like plot elements and plot diagram. And we're gonna have a little like plot diagram, kind of open notes quiz using Blooket, because Blooket will give you like an accuracy score for students. So I tell them, take your time, get as many questions right as possible, and you can set up a Blooket game, which I will show you in a second. We're also going to be doing a really fun assessment called writing emails to a friend or creating a wanted poster for our story after 20 years. And then we're gonna add it to a Padlet. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So here's that awesome story by O. Henry, After 20 Years. It's really short and really easy for the kids kind of to read. We work on plot elements together, which I just have a very plain plot diagram template. We watch some really awesome vocabulary videos, and then also we watch some really awesome brain pop videos. So vocabulary has a really awesome plot elements video, which I paid for vocabulary, and I also pay for brain pop. We kind of learn about plot diagram elements, and then I give them, here's my digital lesson plans. If you are not digitally lesson planning, you need to be. And then we do like a plot elements quiz and a plot elements kind of review on Blooket, which is what it looks like. I've made this too. So after we read this story, we do an assessment called Significant People Emails, or a wanted poster for the protagonist and the antagonist in the story. They can kind of pick which one they want to do. And then we add it to our class Padlet, which looks something like this. I made this on Padlet. But the email one's really fun because the students can be like, "Dear Jimmy, you're a backstabber. Dear Silky Bob, how dare you?" And it's really silly and cute. Or they can do a wanted poster where they get to make up the reasons why Silky Bob is wanted in the West. So if you've read O. Henry's story, you totally get why these are super fun assessments. The kids like eat it up. And this is way more fun than any type of, quiz I could give them. All of these activities are just to enhance the understanding of plot and the importance of it. And then they get to really dive into that first person perspective, which is fun too. So that's what we're doing in 7th grade. I love O. Henry's After 20 Years. It's so perfect for studying plot. It's so perfect for doing like fun alternative assessments. And it's so perfect for just doing in class because there's like a major like jaw drop plot element twist in the climax, which is really fun. In 8th grade, we are finishing up reading our story, A Prisoner of My Country, by Yoshiko Ukida, and it's a really awesome kind of excerpt from her memoir about her experience in the Japanese internment camps. So what we'll be doing for that is I have the students create a camp bundle. That's our assessment for the week, instead of any type of quiz or anything, where they, because her family had to create a camp bundle to take with them, and that was the only thing that they could take. So we create a camp bundle as well, and I give them all these rules. You need to bring things that are important to you and tell me why. So I'll show you what that looks like too, because that's really, it's a really nice and fun assessment. In 8th grade, we're definitely a little more serious with our story this week called Prisoner of My Country. The students read and annotate, and then they do this activity called My Camp Bundle, where they have to imagine the upset these families face and pack their own camp bundle. So, we talk about what is important with the camp bundle. You're not bringing underwear and, your iPhone and stuff like that. I want you to bring things and show what would be really important to you. So here's an example of a student in the past who wrote, I bring my journal, my ballet shoes, my favorite game, my picture book to remind me of my family, my favorite blanket. And it kind of helps me learn about them, but also really gets them into the idea. If they had to leave their house and never and never get to come back, what would they bring? And then we also watched this video from Brain Pop and a couple of other videos where we watch about the Japanese internment camps. So in addition to working on literature elements and reading, nonfiction and memoir pieces in 8th, and then reading a really plot-heavy story in 7th, we also are doing vocabulary this week from our vocabulary workshop book, which is like a really old Sadlier resource, but I actually really like it. I've created quizzes for it. I have Blookits for it. I have GimKit for it. And that's all in my TPT. If you use vocabulary workshop and you need like pre-made stuff, I have your back. And then in addition to vocabulary and literature, I also teach spelling and grammar, but we kind of flop weeks. So we'll focus on spelling and grammar one week, and then we'll focus on vocabulary the following week. So the students just really feel like they know what they need to study that week. They know what they need to know that week. They really like schedules, and I really like schedules too. So that's what we're doing this week. What are you guys reading? What are you doing? I'd love to know.